This week, we're going to talk about lubrication, or in short, we call it lube. The simple definition on lubrication is just material used in order to reduce friction. However, in the context of sexual health, lubrication, apart from reducing that friction, it actually also enhances sexual pleasure. In fact, there is one study done in Indiana University. More than 2,000 women were questioned about whether they use lube or not and what sort of sexual satisfaction they get. In fact, there are more than 70% of the individuals surveyed actually say that their sexual functions were enhanced. Satisfaction naturally was also heightened. So sometimes we just assume lubrication is only necessary for men who have circumcisions or women after postmenopausal. However, of course, the natural wetness during sexual intercourse is natural and also favorable, but if you have the extra frictional reductions, and that itself definitely will enhance sexual pleasure. So in the market, there are essentially 4 types of lubrications. Number one, the most natural or the most prevalent one is perhaps the water-based lubrication. This sort of water-based lubrication is very versatile, they are used quite commonly, and also they're quite inert and they're quite inexpensive. However, sometimes they wear off very quickly, and also they are useful for the coating of condoms. The second type of lubrication perhaps is the silicone base. Silicone is actually a material that is synthetic, and that itself will last longer, however slightly more expensive, and sometimes people find it a little bit sticky as it is not water-based. The third type actually is oil-based. Oil-based ones can be natural oil such as coconut oil or olive oil. Oil-based, the lubrication are not so useful whenever it's coated on the condoms, because it actually results in reductions of the tensile strength of the condom and sometimes may cause breakage. The fourth one actually is a combination of some. Other natural ways of using the lubrication may be aloe vera or other kind of like fun ways of using lubrication. Some of them are scented, some of them are also flavored. However, you need to be aware of a lot of these may not be so useful whenever it comes to protection against contraceptions, and also sometimes when these natural material or also synthetic materials are used, it may cause the infections of candida, which is a type of fungus. The most famous or the most grand aphrodisiac that we can talk about is the tiger penis. So next week we're going to assess all the scientific scrutiny to talk about tiger penis in enhancing sexual function. If you're interested, stay tuned for next week's Putting Dr. G on the Spot.